In January 2023, I get the crazy idea to load my motorcycle up with camping gear and drive into Mexico. With no real destination in mind except to travel the Baja Peninsula, I headed south on a journey that would take me over 600 miles into a foreign country before eventually turning around at the small town of San Ignacio about halfway down the peninsula. While the Baja is generally considered one of the safer areas of travel in Mexico, the U.S. Embassy still advises to reconsider travel to the region. The videos that you will see were shot during my 8 days of travel and will show all my experiences, the ins and outs of travel as I saw them on the Baja Peninsula, including the amazing scenery, the challenges that I faced, and eventually why I decided the experience overall just wasn't for me, and turned around and came home. You yourself may love it. Do your own research, make your own plans, travel your own journey. Thanks for joining me.
In the last video, I departed Puertecitos with the intentions of getting off-road. That didn't work out quite as planned, and I ended up fighting with the sand, practicing picking up my bike, before I gave up and returned to the pavement to continue the 150 miles or 240 kilometers to Bahia de Los Angeles, where I settled into Camp Archelon for the evening on the shores of the Sea of Cortez. Day 5 picks up where that left off. Today, I will be getting off-road a little more successfully this time, traveling 153 miles or 245 kilometers to a mission in the remote part of the Baja, where I will get a tour from the caretakers of it and spend the night camping.
Well, good morning. Just getting some tea together here, getting ready to get the day started here in Bahia de Los Angeles.
You seem ready to go.
Finally, ready. I have a route planned out that goes down there that takes me down to this mission. It goes on some dirt. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go.
I hope you'll make it. Is it long?
Positive thinking, right?
Is it a long dirt road or? Is
I don't know. Yeah.
We also took like a shortcut this week. According to Maps.me, paved roads and commutes, but it was just sand.
Alright, headed out of Camp Archelon here. It's 20 till 9. It's warmed up quite nicely this morning. It's a beautiful day out here. Had a lovely chat with the Belgian couple there. They are continuing to work south. They're going to stay here another day. It is a pretty nice place. The facilities are very nice. The campground, I mean, the hot showers, that was real nice. The restaurant was very nice. I mean, the Wi-Fi was great. They had Starlink. Food was good. You know, really everything about that place. There's tons of Americans there. It's a very popular place. And yeah, if you're coming with an RV, you really might want to consider getting reservations because they were basically full. I aborted the dirt route to the mission before it even began. I sort of cruised on by it there. I knew the turn was coming up, and I didn't see a way off of the pavement. I don't know if that kind of vanished when if they did something to this road or whatever, I don't know, but you could get down there, but man, I could just see from the pavement it was nothing but just a bunch of loose, deep sand out through there, so not even gonna attempt it.
Turning off what my map calls MEX 12, onto MEX 1 here, the main north-south corridor. If you recall from yesterday, that gas station there is closed, out of business. There was a guy there selling gasoline out of the back of a pickup, but I have enough fuel to get on down to Guerrero Negro. Coming through the small village of El Rosarito here, I realized the dirt route I was going to take to San Borja comes out here on the south end. Still determined to get off-road, I do a little math, realize I have enough gas to get up to the mission and then on to Guerrero Negro still, so I turned off here, headed up that way to check it out. The route backtracks me through the village just a little bit. I will say it's not a real great looking place. I do see a sign here that says it's 22 miles or 33 kilometers on up to the mission. We're going to continue on. Hopefully this route is a little better than the other one. I guess we'll see. The road started out pretty good out of town. Met a few bikes coming at me as I headed north. I didn't talk to them, but it turns out they came through the way I was planning on coming initially. Not exactly sure what they were riding, but they appeared to be lighter bikes with pretty minimal amount of gear. Probably the right call for something like this.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Good footage.
That's me. Where did it go? Perfect.
You with those other guys you just passed?
I am not.
No, you're on your own?
I'm on my own. Who else did you pass? All those bikes going that way?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 bikes.
Oh no, those guys aren't with me. Those guys are going way faster than me. No, I'm just headed to the mission. Is that where you're headed?
Yeah, yeah.
Is the road good that way? Or do you know?
I asked the biker if they said
I didn't talk to him. It gets sandy.
but they said it's doable.
After almost getting stuck in the first wash, I continue to make my way up through here. Get along pretty well for the most part, just sandy spots here and there. Eventually though, I did have some more trouble getting back across the wash. Those guys in the pickup that I talked to earlier, I do need to thank them for giving me some more drinking water. I probably wasn't going to die, but I was drinking an awful lot, and they also helped me set my bike up once, which was nice. I'm sure I could have made it, but it's always nice to have a helping hand.
A good save. A long and arduous journey. Dear Lord, I need a break. Who decides to build something out here like this? Oh, you right. This is how my day's going. Well, we're getting about to the mission. It has been an arduous journey, 30 miles, I think, or whatever, 33 kilometers maybe it was. I don't know how long this has taken, but this is rockier than hell right here. It's just a stream. Let's just get through it. Mission San Francisco de Borja was founded here in 1762 and operated until 1823. I don't know that much about it. I did just get a lovely tour from the family that lives here and tends to it. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. He did speak a fair amount of English actually, but I didn't get a lot of it. I'm gonna have to do a little research, maybe try to fill in some missing details. But it is pretty neat out here, pretty much in the middle of nowhere at this point. I would say it's worth it to drive out here probably if you can make it. I'm just gonna camp here for the night near the mission. 250 pesos is what they were asking for that. And I give them a little donation. That's just kind of a suggestion. Give a donation for the tour. They don't have a set fee for that. But I would say it was worth it. And they actually have Viasat internet here. It's pretty miserable speed, but better than nothing, actually. I'm really surprised about that. I don't know enough about the mission to tell a story to do it justice, but I will tell you what I know. Hola. In 1762, Jesuit priest Benzelau Link founded the mission and named it to honor the sainted ancestor of the Duchess of Gandia who donated the funds to build it. At the time, it was the furthest mission north. In 1767, upon the expulsion of the Jesuits, the Franciscans were in charge of the mission until 1773, when it was transferred to the Dominicans. They are the ones that constructed the stone buildings that you see, finished in 1801, but by 1818, it was closed due to the decline of the Indian population in the region.
I believe the ruins under the roof here are the original structures built by the Jesuits when this was initially established as a subordinate mission.
This is tonight's accommodation here at Mission San Francisco de Borja. Been chatting with some more bikepackers. That's a very popular thing down here apparently. They're from Washington? Hope I'm getting that right, or they came from Oregon, Washington. Sorry, I don't remember, but yep. I'm gonna stay in here, I guess. I'm just gonna probably camp on this concrete pad. Not even gonna bother with the tent. They said I could stay in here. I think it's gonna work out nicely. The afternoon though is fading away pretty quickly. The sun is gonna be setting in probably an hour. It's already all fallen into a shadow here. There's a warm water spring though, about a 5-10 minute walk. Gonna go up there, rinse off. There's a few pools here. Now, this is original to the mission, if I understand him correctly. Of course, when there was more people here that lived here, missionaries and priests or whatever, they would have used these for bathing, just like I'm getting ready to go do. We're headed up to the mother spring. Here we are at the source of the spring. It'd be a little exaggerating to call it a hot spring. It's a warm water spring, really. I'm not sure what the temperature exactly is, but I stuck my hand in earlier. It sort of feels like bath water, which is perfect because that's about what it's ready to be. Well, there you have it. Bathing like missionaries did hundreds of years ago here in the Baja Peninsula. Truthfully, I wasn't that desperate for a shower probably, or for cleaning. I just got one yesterday, but the reality of it is you don't know when the next one will be, so you take the opportunity. Wasn't too bad. Coming out's a little chilly as would be expected, and hopefully the soap overcomes that slight sulfury smell to it. And could use a pool skimmer or something to clean up the floaties, but you know, hey, beggars can't be choosers. Waiting for my chili beef and mac to rehydrate here in the Palapa. Wasn't planning on staying here tonight, planning on getting to Guerrero Negro, so I'm out of water again. There's a hydrant over there. They said it was potable, but I don't know. Unknown water source here. This is why you carry the micropur tablets, or the equivalent of that. 2 of these treats 2 liters of water. I probably got just a little over that in here, not much. If it's supposed to be potable anyway, I'm sure this will do it, but not taking any chances dosing it up. So it's a good backup option to have, if nothing else. So anyway, gonna eat supper. The sun is gone, and relax and call it an evening. See you in the morning.
That'll do it for day 5. Be sure to join me for day 6, where I leave the mission behind me, working my way back through the sand, remembering a little more clutch skills this time, getting myself back to the highway eventually, where I almost immediately enter a military checkpoint with some guys that have a good sense of humor, before continuing on to Guerrero Negro for a quick stop for lunch and gas, and then on to the cute little town of San Ignacio, which has another mission right on the square, before sitting down for some ice cream and eventually checking into my second hotel of the trip, the nicest one yet, ending my day there having traveled 162 miles or about 260 kilometers.